Hey everybody, it's the Red Man again, and I gotta tell you, I am so glad to be rid of the NFL for at least a little while. I can get away from the being infuriated by soy-poisoned ass clownery and human incompetence in sports, and get back to being infuriated by soy-poisoned human incompetence and ass clownery in every other thing that I like, because it's 2021 and everything is awful. I swear to God, this time I'm going to keep it short, sweet, and to the point. I am not going to rant on and on for 40 minutes like I did in the last video. That was unacceptable. I apologize if you actually sat through all of that. I'm going to shoot to get this in under 15 minutes. Let's see. I'll get right to it here. As you can see from IGN's Twitter account, I know IGN is just the dripping turd of a source, but they phrase it in a particularly succinct and insane way. Quote, Lucasfilm has fired Gina Carano from The Mandalorian after, quote, abhorrent and unacceptable social media posts. Abhorrent. What did this slightly man-faced woman, and please don't tell her I called her that, she'll kick the crap out of me, what did she post that was so abhorrent, that would cause a reasonable reader to be abhorred, that somebody would read and then have feelings of abhorrence as a result of reading? Well, I got it right here. From Gina Carano, this is some, screen cap of something. It looks like Instagram. Hard to tell. Anyway, Jews were beaten in the streets, not by Nazi soldiers, but by their neighbors, even by children. And this part is in quotation marks. I don't know who it's from, but apparently it's a quote. Because history is edited, most people today don't realize that to get to the point where Nazi soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews, the government first made their own neighbors hate them simply for being Jews. How is that any different from hating someone from their political views? That's it. That's it. That's what's caused everyone on the left, of course, the far left, the SJW pebblehead left, the lowest form of leftists on record. That's what caused them to lose their damn minds. That's it. And listen, not one person, not even those fucking idiots sincerely believe this is all that offensive. They have been looking to, quote, cancel, unquote, Gina Carano for months and months and months for the sole reason that she doesn't march in lockstep with all of their ridiculous far-left, progressivist, intersectional, feminist, yada, yada, yada bullshit beliefs. Which, of course, means she must be destroyed by these worthless locusts. The ultimate irony being, of course, that Disney and Lucasfilm, the same people that bang on and on about needing strong women and strong female role models, just fired the only strong woman that we've seen in all of Disney Star Wars just because she had an opinion. I guess Daisy Ridley, the little puppet, is more their speed. And listen, Daisy Ridley seems like a nice girl, but she is just pure, do what you're told and keep your mouth shut. She has never had an original thought pass through her pretty little head. The point is that Disney are two-faced, backbiting hypocrites, and their little Twitter jackal army are a pack of feral dogs. Look at some of this ridiculous shit we got here. Oh... gray light signs here. Turns out when you support or publicly support and encourage authoritarianism and fascism, that's not what she's doing. Where did she support authoritarianism and fascism in this? She didn't. You lying ass, slandering ass motherfucker. You can just say whatever you want on Twitter. There are no consequences. Slander law doesn't apply to Twitter for some fucking reason. And that alone should let you know we don't actually live in a free country with, a justice system. We live in an authoritarian oligarchy where rules only apply to some people some of the time. If you're marching in lockstep with the oligarchy like a good little puppet, why the laws don't apply to you? But if you go against the oligarchy, they'll make up rules to get you with. And then this is the little NPC cope. I don't know if you call it a counterpoint or a response, mostly just cope to people saying that they are, of course, psychotic jackasses. Don't forget, every single person whining of cancel culture is really just terrified of consequences. Who appointed you, you fucking jackass, to determine what should be consequences from having an opinion? And they're trying to form this as some, like, oh, she's anti-Semitic. Because they don't actually, draw conclusions based on critical thinking or logic. They just reach into a hat of different things to be offended about, pick one out, and, oh, that's what we're going to be offended about today. Regardless of whether reality actually aligns with it, we're going to be offended about whatever we just pulled out of the hat. And these two-faced myopic hypocrites are the same people who say every person whining of cancel culture is really just terrified of consequences, and then turn around and say, or rather imply, that you're not allowed to, complain about this. Oh, Disney's a private company. They can do what they want. I would have some objections to that, realistically, legally, ethically, that are beyond the scope of this video. But if Disney's a private company and can do whatever they want, well, we're private customers. We can do whatever we want. And in fact, they seem to be doing so because of this, Cancel Disney Plus is now trending. I don't know why I clicked on it. I got my tabs open. What am I doing? I'm stupid. Cancel Disney Plus is trending in part because these morons are spamming it to try to hijack the hashtag. That's what these boneheads do with their life. These petty, insipid, up-jumped children do with their time. They try to hijack a hashtag because they think Twitter is important. Twitter, they've done surveys on this. Only about 20% of Americans claim to even have a Twitter account, and then 10% of all Twitter accounts account for 80% of the tweets. Twitter is therefore about most of the tweets on Twitter represent 2% of the American population. They are a micro-minority. They should be ignored pointedly. But they try to hijack the hashtag anyway because they're petulant piss ants acting like they're in middle school. We'll find, of course, lots of people, oh, why is Cancel Disney Plus trending? I don't know. I just want to try to flood the trending page so that no one can actually find out the reason. Let's see here. We'll skip to some actual people who are actually going to cancel Disney Plus, which we had some. Hold on. Here we go. That was all I needed. Nerdrotic. Keep Cancel Disney Plus trending. I don't think you need to do that. The SJW dumb shits are doing that. That's also, I'm pretty sure, not how Twitter works. I don't think putting the hashtag in your post like 15 times makes it trend more. But, 72 people probably responding with it, retweeting it. Hey, keep it trending. And I should tell you right now, to cancel Disney Plus, I would recommend that even before this shit. It's just crap. Disney is awful. All of their content is awful. Find something better to do with your time. Go play a video game. Go outside. Go for a walk. Go talk to a human female. I know, it sucks. I hate it too. But for God's sakes, anything's better than the absolute slop Disney tries to feed you. Here we go. Cecil says cancel Disney Plus. That was easy. Status ends on 2/15/2021. Will not renew automatically. Robot Head. Lucas and Disney film just fact up again. This is Kathleen Kennedy's version of supporting women. Very pointed observation there, Robot Head. Hashtag cancel Disney Plus. Hashtag some other shit. Omar Saldago, as soon as I finish to write my letter to hashtag cancel Disney Plus in my invisible typewriter, I'm going to send it by electronic means. Anyway, you get the point. Because of absolutely nothing, technically it's not so much firing, they refused to renew her contract apparently after it was up because of, like I say, nothing. Which has caused an utter shit show. It's just fun. Oh, I like this internet drama. Just get to sit back and watch people fling shit. Watch pebble-headed SJWs make absolute fucking fools of themselves by trying to cancel a strong woman. and then watch normal people, well, normal by Twitter standards, tear them a new butthole. It's all good fun. And before I wrap this up, I would just like to, if I think I've said it in other videos, but I'd like to repeat it, that these people, these cancel culture locusts, I call them locusts for a reason. They do not benefit anyone in any way. They blow in out of nowhere. They transform verdant fields into fallow wastelands, and then they just blow on to the next thing to absolutely ruin. This is not a form of criticism or something that somebody could benefit from. There's no apologizing or making things right with these jackals. They are the worst people ever spawned by the human species. Listen, the Nazis were bad. We still got the V2 rocket program out of them. Communists were bad. I'm sure they still developed something. Well, the Russians launched something into space. There you go. SJWs have provided the world with absolutely not one positive fucking thing in their entire existence. And they ruin everything they touch. All they do is ruin. They make everything worse. If you do, gatekeeping exists for a reason, and that is to keep ruinous jackasses like this out. Gatekeeping is good. These people, like gray light signs here, will ruin everything you let them infest. There is to be don't try to reach an understanding with them or compromise or anything. It's impossible. There is no accomplishing that. You only invite disaster upon yourself and everything near you. Just as best as you can, exclude them, scorn them, deride them, push them aside, drive them into the ocean, metaphorically speaking, and hear the lamentations of their women. Anyway, I'm going to end it there before I end up rambling on and repeating myself for another 20 minutes. I'm the Red Man. Let me know what you think in the comments. Subscribe if you want to hear me rant and rave about more stuff. I'm sure I'll be back on sports sooner or later. If nothing else, the Rangers are going to cause me to leap off a fucking building. Take care. Until next time, I'll see you then.